Hi everyone, it's Bev DeBono, and I have a wonderful idea on using Simple Page Kit number 12, and then I will show you some variations using the exact measurements that are on the page kit itself and how to make some variations. So the page kits come in a pack that have two base pages, which are already pre-designed. So this is page kit 12, and these are the pre-designed bases for our pages. And then it comes with a third page that has cut lines and cut guides for the different colors that you're going to use on the page. So what I'm going to do is put together page kit number 12 exactly as it is. And these page kits also come with the directions and with a strip of stickers so that you can embellish. And from your advisor, you can get this beautiful exclusive three-dimensional stickers as well. So the completed page kit 12 could look like this. And then I've done a variation of it using Flurry of Fun. So you see it's exactly the same idea. And I will show you how we can build this base since we don't have a pre-decorated base on our pages. Okay, so let's get started. And today I'm going to build it with the kit first. So let's get our base pages ready. These are the two base pages. And what they've done is the flip side of it has a more tonal page. If you didn't want to do two exact pages and do something similar, you can always do it this way as well. Okay, so these are our two base pages. And then I'm just going to use our 12-inch trimmer. And I'm going to turn over the third page and use the cut lines here to cut our strips. Okay, so the first cut line is the number 1, which is actually a 1-inch strip. It's a 1-inch strip, and I'm going to just cut that. Then I'm going to do the second line, and it's our 2-inch strip. I mean, line number 2 is another 1-inch strip. Okay, and I'm just going to double check it because sometimes there might be a little edge there that I might want to just even out just a teens, which I'm going to do here. There we go. Okay, now the next couple of cuts, I'm going to cut directly down this line here. Oh, and I forgot to mention that on the top of the trimmer and the bottom of the 12-inch trimmer is a cutting guide. So nestled under this blue piece here, and I'm using my multi-purpose tool to just get it out, there's a little plastic guide that has a black line on it. And that black line, when you line it up on the actual cut line, will show you exactly where you're cutting. So if you're not sure if you're lined up exactly, pull out this piece and then line it up on your cut line. And there's also another one down at the bottom, and you can pull out that piece as well. Okay, so now I'm completely in the cut line, and I'm going to cut that. And then I'm going to cut 7, 8, 9 again on the cut lines. These are all 4x4 squares. And these are the mats. So I have 3. Then I'm going to cut this on the cut line. And that is a 6x8, and that will become the piece for the other page. Just want to even that out a little bit. Okay, and then our next piece, another 4x4, which will make the 4x4 squares on the right-hand side. Okay, now these two pieces here are for little tags, and you can cut them down for little tags. I did use one as a base for a title. Okay, so it's as simple as that. We're ready to assemble. We're just now going to put our 1-inch piece. The 1-inch pieces that we have are going to go right in the middle. So these are 1-inch pieces, so they're going to be centered at the 5.5 and 6.5 inch lines. Okay, and I'm just going to center them right at 5.5 and 6.5 between the two. And when you have your two cutting mats side by side, you see how easy it is to really use them and create your two pages so that they are completely even. So I'm putting this at the 5.5 to 6.5. Okay, and now the next step is to put a strip in the middle of a sticker, or you can also use some kind of a border punch. So in this case, they're using the peppermint, and really the peppermint on the brown gives it a cute little pop, kind of like chocolate and peppermint, all fun December delights. Okay, and now you're ready to just put your mats directly onto your page. Now they have the mats touching the middle strip, so that is one way that you could do it, and center it right on your 6-inch line there. And they also have the big 4x6, I mean the 6x8 mat right here in the middle. So you see how fast that comes together. I'm just going to go ahead and tape these down and then show you variation I did by just moving the mats just a little bit. I actually, on my own page, cut this one in half, the big 6x8, because I wanted to show a little bit more of that pretty sticker border. So I did cut that one in half to make it to 4x6s. So you can always cut those up just a little bit. All right, and now on these, I'm going to do it exactly as instructed on the directions. And then I'll show you another variation where I just pulled it apart a little bit from that middle strip. So this is really very, very fast. These page kits will be continuing into 2025. Of course, different colors and designs, but same idea. And if you subscribe to a series, you can certainly create 2 pages every month. And at the end of the year, you'll have 24 pages for your album. So you can set your 4x4 mats directly next to the 1-inch middle strip there, or I separated mine just a little bit to make the green pop just a little bit more. Both are fine, just a little bit of a variation. Okay, and now you're ready to just add some stickers and some cute little designs here. And I am just adding my stickers right from the pack. So I had, whoops, bundled up and then decorating, cookie time. And I had that with all of the cute snowflakes. And then I had this wonderful heaping hot chocolate going right in the middle there. I'm going to use this top piece to set off my title on that side, which is December Delights. So I'm going to just tape that down. So you can decorate these once you get your photos on your page. I like to kind of pre-decorate sometimes so that I'm ready. And I'll put the another little cocoa mug here. Maybe a brown snowflake behind it. Snowflake cookies are always fun. December Delights with gingerbread and some cookies. Okay, so that is a very quick way that we can do Page Kit 12, and you see how fast that comes together. I am going to show you how to do a variation on it. And I used, for one variation, I used Flurry of Fun. You can see it's the exact same design, but using a different color scheme. This is Flurry of Fun. And to build our demonstration today, my variation, I'm going to use Christmas Charm. So I think the easiest thing to do is just select your background. And I'm going to use white for this only because I've got some bright colors here. I'm going to use a white base. And the easy thing to do with this is to find a paper that has a sharp contrast from front to back. And that way you can use one for your diagonal strips and one for your middle piece. So I kind of played with it like that just to see what it might look like. And if you use a page that has a big variation like that, you're going to be able to use both sides of your paper and really actually make a third page. And then I selected something that I'm going to blend just to do my mats on my page. Okay, so let's get started. We already have our base. And the variation on this, I have my 2 pages that I'm going to use for my base. So I'm going to show you a trick so that we can really save paper. One of them, I'm going to make a 2-inch hollow frame. 2-inch hollow frame. Okay, so let's get our binder clips, and we are going to set our paper at the 2-inch mark. And I wanted to cut at the 2-inch mark, so I'm going to put the bottom of my housing down to the 3-inch mark here. And I'm going to put a binder clip behind the carriage. And then I want this to end at the 10-inch mark, so my housing unit has to end at 11. And I'm going to put a binder clip in front of the housing unit. Okay, and so this way we've created a kind of a barrier here so that your blade is not extending all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to put my housing up to where the binder clip is. Press down, move it down to the bottom binder clip, and then lift up. So you see I've not cut all the way through. I'm making a 2-inch hollow frame. Okay, turn it to the right, 2-inch mark. Start at the binder, end at the binder clip, turn to the right, 2-inch mark. Start at the binder clip, end at the binder clip, turn to the right, 2-inch mark again. Start at your binder clip, end at your binder clip. Okay, and so now what you've done is we have our 8x8, our 8x8 center, which is what we're going to need to build the center of our base. Okay, but this now becomes, instead of a throwaway piece, we've maximized that paper. So now this can become its own page for a third page. And now for this second sheet, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it an 8x8 and then 4 4x4s. Okay, so 8x8, I'm going to open my arm, take off the binder clips, and let's put this directly at the 8-inch mark. 8x8. So you see, the reason I did that other piece was so that I wouldn't have all these little scraps like this, because that's what we need, but that we were able to then use the extra piece for an additional page. Okay, so the 8x8, we're going to flip because I'm going to put that holly in the middle. And then these are now going to become my mats. So this is, I need 4 4x4s. 4 4x4s. This should already be a 4-inch. Okay, so we only need 4, and we're going to take each of the 4 inches and we're going to put them on our 45-degree angle line on our trimmer, with the points at the top of the cut line and the bottom of your cut line. Okay, points at the top of the cut line, bottom of the cut line. We are going to trim it. And you see how precise those points are with our trimmer. And these will become our pieces that are going to go around the 8x8 middle section. Okay, so when you put these right on the cut line, you're going to have a beautiful, beautiful design. Okay, and then we're going to be ready to assemble. One other piece that we're going to need is our 1-inch strip. And for that, I selected a contrast color. I selected a contrast color, so you're going to need a 1-inch by 12-inch strip, 2 of them. So that's going to go towards my, right in the middle there. And then you can use a sticker or a border punch to do your accent piece in the middle. Okay, so let's assemble. We're ready to assemble. We want our 2 bases first. I'm using white as my base. And these are going to line up exactly at the 6-inch marks, both on the sides and at the top and bottom. I'm just going to slide out my silicone mat here because I'm going to use the repositionable tape on the points because I don't want them lifting up. So I'm using my repositionable tape on the points. And you can use the repositionable tape for all of it if you like. I use repositionable tape for many, many things, but once you have your points done, then you can revert back to your regular tape. Okay, so line up your base on your 13 by 13 mat, then line up your points and make them evenly spaced between the edges. And you have that at your upper 6-inch mark and your bottom 6-inch mark and your two sides. Okay, so that is the holly. I'm going to do the same thing here with the points. And I'll be doing that again with the smaller triangles. And we're going to do the same thing. 6-inch points all the way around. Okay, and now we're going to take our triangles and I'm going to use my repo tape on these. I really want the points nice and even. Now I'm going to place this on my base and I kind of want these nice and even. I'm going to pull out my ruler. I'm going to put my ruler at the 1-inch mark from side to side. The 1-inch mark from side to side, just like that, and center and just use it as a guide to just center my triangles. It comes out pretty even. And I'm going to go to the other side. Make sure your base is lined up evenly on your 13 by 13 mat in order to get your pieces. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing once it's lined up. Just place it right there with my ruler. Nice and evenly spaced. The ruler is at the 1-inch mark. And so now we're creating the base that was already created in the papers that were in the kit. All right, let's do the last two on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and put tape on all of these at the same time. It just makes it go just a teensy bit faster. Okay, and then I'm going to line up my ruler at the 1-inch mark on the bottom. The 1-inch mark on the bottom, side to side. Okay, hold down your ruler, and now you can just place your triangles. And see how evenly spaced it is because I am using the ruler. I'm making sure everything is nice and straight on my mat. And it goes much faster than trying to figure it all out. Isn't that pretty? And a really fast design using a paper that has that double-sided sharp contrast. Okay, now I have to straighten out my ruler again. So if you use something that has a directional pattern, you have to be a little more careful in how you cut your these triangles, because if it has a pattern, it will be a little more difficult. Okay, now our two strips that go in the middle are going to be 1-inch strips. So I'm using, again, from Christmas Charm, this beautiful, it's a pale green tone-on-tonal plaid. And I'm going to now just put those. And I'm using my repro tape at the edges because I don't want them lifting up. And making sure your base is on straight on your 13 by 13 mat. I am now just doing centering it at the 6-inch mark from side to side. How great is that? And then I'm going to use, instead of a sticker, I really liked this Ribbon and Bows border punch. So I'm going to use those for the middle because I thought that the cranberry gave it a really sharp contrast that I love for this page, and brought the red back to the middle of the design. Now this is going to go right in the middle. And the other one is also going to go right in the middle. Okay, so we have recreated the design. And now if you want, we can do our mats. So I selected a very pale tonal to do the mats. I didn't want to use white again. And you're going to need 4x4 4 times and 8x6 1 time, or you can make that a 4x6 if you like. So I'm going to cut my 4-inch mark first. And then I'm going to do my 4 inches. So I have 3 at the 4 inches, and then this is already 8 inches. And then I'm going to cut that at the 6-inch mark. And that will become my mat for this side. And then I need one more 4x4. Okay, so by cutting your paper this way, you also give yourself a lot of options. You could switch this to 4x4s. 4x6s, I mean, as opposed to 4x4s. Or you could even, instead of this large piece here, you could cut that in half. Just have one of the bows in the middle or your design showing in the middle there, and use it that way. So you've got some flexibility on mats as far as where your pictures are going to land and what they're going to look like. But I'm just going to follow it through the way that they had it on our design. I'm going to give a little bit of space here between, just so that it will pop the page. And then all that's left to do is to decorate. So I'm probably going to decorate this with, oh, maybe a tree here. Let me put these down first. And these are all from our Christmas Charm collection. And you can play around. You can also add a 4x6 and 2 4x4s if you want to. You can also move these further down if you can put another picture up there at the top. You can stagger these. So you have a lot of options with your mats and how you want to put them on your page. And again, a lot of it's going to depend on the direction of your photos. So I'm going to just go ahead and decorate the top of this one, and then give myself an option to put Another photo there up at the top. And it might be like holiday memories. There. And maybe the little red reindeer. You might go right there. Okay, and then on the other side, you could decorate. You could add another title, Merry Christmas if you want, or you could do some other decorations using any of the stickers. Okay, so I hope you liked this variation. It's a lot of fun, and it's page kit number 12. As I said, they will be continuing page kits into 2025. Tell me what variation you liked better. This is Christmas Charm. Also did a Flurry of Fun. And then back to the original, which was December Delights. So tune into my YouTube channel. It's Bev DeBono Designs. I post a video every week with some fast techniques. Also, if you are not working with a Creative Memories advisor, I'd appreciate you ordering from my website. And if you're thinking of joining a team, please consider me. I do support a fun national team, and we share a lot of creative ideas. Okay, bye-bye for now, and I hope to see you again soon.